Hey everybody, it's Tamika. I am back with another layout. This is another cut file from scrapbook.com called Color Me Happy. I will have a list of everything I use down below in the description box. So I decided to use a little bit of acetate that had some gold script lettering on it to back behind the words Color Me Happy. And I'm using 12 by 12s from a Maggie Home Paper Collection Carousel and another one. I want to say Chasing Dreams, but again, I'll have that linked below. I'm using 3 different colors because I want to emphasize on the Color Me Happy component of that. So what I'm doing is adding some white cardstock to back up the bottom layer of my layout. I'm just adding that polka dot foiled right on top. And then I've already cut out the circle in this pink paper in close to a 12 by 12 using my Cameo. And then I'm tracing out a bit of a border around it in this yellow cardstock, which I will layer right under. So it can be a triple layer of all these beautiful colors from this pattern paper. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Xyron sticker machine to add adhesive to the back of the Color Me Happy. You can use wet glue. This was a lot easier for me, so I can just peel it off and add it to that gold acetate that I cut out using the background or the offset of the cut file. So pretty easy to do. So that's all complete, and I think it looks absolutely adorable. The only thing I have to do is fill in the O's and the P's to make sure everything looks cohesive and it looks finished. So once I was done with that, I went ahead and stitched all around the circles and the square, which is the bottom base of the layout, with my sewing machine. And then I'm just going to go around the edges of all the items that I've sewn, or basically all the items here, with a rough edge, the back of my scissors. I'm just going to kind of ruffle it up just a little bit to give it a little bit of texture. I don't want everything to be super flat. So if you have one of those tools that you can rub the back of it and it'll fray, that works as well. The back of my scissors have been working for years, so I like using that. So that's all I'm doing, is manipulating the sides and the edges of all these papers. I'm going to tack everything down with some hot glue to make sure it stays permanently, and I'm only doing like the edges, so it doesn't need a whole bunch, but I'm making sure that I secure everything down. So now it's time to bring the Color Me Happy cut file out so I can see how placement looks and how everything fits together. I'm adding some dimensionals to the back of the places where you won't see from the other side. And of course I have to finish it off with my hot glue because that's my friend. I'm taking some scraps of paper from my 6x6 coordinating paper pads, and I'm just ripping them up. I want to create this rustic, as you can tell from the distressing I did from the papers and the sewing. I want to create this rustic layered layout look, so I'm just literally taking bits of scraps, tearing them up, kind of layering them on top of each other to create a background to hold this photo of myself and my husband, and I think it turned out super cute. One quick tip is to use the paper that you have discarded or you don't particularly prefer, the single-sided sheets. Flip it over to the other side and use the white side. It'll save on your cardstock, especially if you're just using it to layer on top of something else. It's definitely have been a lifesaver for me. So what I'm doing is just finding elements that I have around with this collection, and I am literally layering it. I have a little bit of lace, I have a tag, I've added this picture frame that I've turned diagonally, and super easy. I'm cutting out some of these arrows from the paper collection, and I'm going to make some page flags to go on the side of my photo. I just use a quick staple to hold them all together so I can have them placed where I want them placed, so that I can add the tape to adhere to the back of my photo. So now I'm going to add a little bit of just floral elements to this layout. I'm going to start at this lower left hand corner and just kind of layer up some die cuts. Some of them are vellum, some of them are opaque, a little bit more, and then, not opaque, acetate. And I just used some pop dots and some hot glue kind of to just push those up a little bit just to add color to my Color Me Happy layout. So, and then I do have these cute little puffy stickers and dots that I added to the layout as well. Some are dots, some are hearts. They're all gold and white. I think it played well in the layout, so I went ahead and added those. I added this sentiment that said, live life or live each day with your whole heart. I think it went perfect with the Color Me Happy, with the photo, all kind of intertwined there together. I wanted to add some splatters to my layout. I absolutely love finishing off projects like this. So I added some white splatters, some mint colored splatters, and then I finished off with some black flicks as well. So I think it also tied in that picture frame all together. I made sure that I covered up my photo with a scrap piece of paper. So then I took a step back and looked at it, and I figured I needed something in that upper right hand corner. So I added a couple more flowers to that corner. Did the same thing I did to the lower corner as well. And of course you saw I added some little twine to that tag. So that wraps out my layout, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please check the description box for all the links as mentioned. Be sure to like this video and let me know what you think. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.